So it is 7:30. My hair is washed. I just need to dry it. Noah has a dentist appointment this morning. They were both supposed to have a dentist appointment, but Noah's only has to get like a covering on his molars, and that doesn't call for like an actual dentist to do it. Whew, I'm out of breath. But Hannah has to get one filling, and that needs a dentist. So the dentist isn't going to be there this week. Ooh, I have like a pinched nerve or sciatic pain or something in my back, and it hurts so bad. So I'm going to take Noah to that. Me and him are going to grab breakfast together, and then we'll go to his appointment, and I'll drop him off. And I have to make copies of our Penny Wars flyers. Oh gosh, that hurts so bad. To go home for next week. They have fall break this week. I don't know why I did this, but they incorporated a fall break into the year. I think last year, but they get Friday and Monday off. All flyers and stuff go home on Tuesday, so I have to do it today so that teachers will have it to put in their Tuesday folder next week. So, because October 21st is the first day of Penny Wars. I'm so excited. So, yeah. So I'm going to dry my hair. The kids are, and Hannah's eating. She's ready to go. They're all ready to go, but I'm going to finish getting ready, and then we'll head out. All right. So I'm all ready. Ooh, really bright. Hannah is all ready. Dangerously sitting on there. I don't like that. Can you hop down? Thank you. Noah's not, well, Noah will be going late today. So we're just waiting for the bus, and then we'll head up. Do not sit up there.
Why?
All right, let's just wait. Oh goodness. Okay, it is 12:15. I don't even know what time it is. Okay, so me and Noah went to breakfast. I was gonna record like a little bit of it, but me and him were just talking and hanging out, which was really nice. And then I had to get a flyer printed. We don't have a printer at home, but we do. It's down in our basement. We haven't used it for years. The ink for it is so expensive. I really need to look into getting a printer. So usually my husband or my mom will print flyers for me, or any kind of thing that I need for the school. And so I had to go edit something because I misspelled our principal's name, and then I brought my laptop with me, and I was gonna hook it up to my hotspot, and I couldn't get it to hook up, so I was really frustrated. So I had to drive home, hook it to our Wi-Fi, and then log into the program that I use to edit that. Then we got my mom to print it, and then we went to his dentist appointment. He got sealants put on the back of his teeth, which I wish as a kid that I had that, because that would have saved me a lot of dentist appointments. And I've been at the school for probably, I don't know, 30-ish minutes making copies of the flyer to go through each grade, and I'm pretty sure I messed up. So annoyed. I didn't even put PTO on the flyer, and I didn't even realize that until afterwards. Whatever. Oh well. So what else? Oh, I have the car until 3, so I'm gonna run to the mall and go to Bath and Body Works and get those little plug-ins for your little outlet things. We have the plugs, the little outlet pieces, but I don't have any more of the scents, and I want to see if they have any fall scents, which I'm pretty sure they do. So I'm excited to go check that out. Yeah, so I think that's it. And then my back was hurting really bad, so I got the BioFreeze and put that on and took to Aleve, and it's eased up a little bit. It still hurts, but not nearly as bad as it was. It was hurting so bad that like I couldn't like lift my leg. I was so scared I wasn't even able to drive. So yeah, off to the mall. All right, I'm up to 4. I need 5. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I got. The only problem is that once you use them, there's no way of knowing which one is which. Like once I throw this away, because you can't put it on there with the tag on there, the only thing I can think about is like cutting this off and taping it on there. But there's no way of knowing, you know, which one you got that you really loved. So if anybody gets these and has a good way to remember which one. But I got spice apple toddy. This smelled so good. So I got 2 of those. Sweet pumpkin, or sweet cinnamon pumpkin. Frosted cranberry. So I got these like for Christmas. This is for like fall. And then I think this one's a very subtle one, but it'll be great for like upstairs because it's not like super strong. So I'm going to plug this in. I really like this. I might actually plug it in now, but I'm super excited. Oh, and then I love going to Old Navy. Their clearance racks are huge. But I didn't find anything that I actually wanted. But I got Noah. I'm going to give this to him for Christmas. But he loves Pokemon. And this is a lunchbox. And I got it for $2.99. They actually had their book bags. Their book bags are normally $35. And they had them for $6.99. I almost got him another book bag. But he does not need them. He has one that he got this year. And the one from last year is just fine. So he doesn't need 2. So I'm going to go throw this in our Christmas cabinet and plug one of these bad boys in. Okay, so I'm waiting for the bus to get here. I was trying to find, let me prop this up. But I can't like do anything. My back hurts so bad. It hurts to like sit down. Hold on. I'm going to try to put this up here. Because I was trying to think, what could we talk about? And I thought about it. So, you know what? I got it. There. Okay, so last year, for one of the holidays, maybe it was Easter, I don't know, it was one of the holidays, and we were at Matt's parents' house, and we were just talking about relationships, friendships, and different things like that. And it was just like my husband's brothers. He has 2 brothers, they're older, and their wives and myself, and the kids were in the other room, and we were just talking about our friendships and lack of and all that stuff. I don't even remember like the full conversation. And I've talked about this before about like not having a friend, like a best friend or a close friend or someone that I could talk to. And somebody, I don't know if it was Matthew's mom or what, but somebody was saying like, you have Matthew, or Matthew might have said it, and he was like, you know, I'll be your best friend or something like that. And then we had a conversation about it then at the table. And then the other week we were talking to Matt's parents, and something had come up about friends, and Matt's mom had said, well, I don't need a friend. I've got, you know, Glenn, which is her husband, my father-in-law. And then I always say, if it's brought up, they're like, oh, well, your husband's your best friend. I will be the first one to say he's not my best friend. And I think that that is perfectly okay. And I also think that it's perfectly okay if your husband or your spouse is your best friend. I say that Matthew is not my best friend because I think of a best friend as something totally different. My relationship with my husband and the relationship that we have is not the same as a relationship between me and a best friend. So I consider a best friend somebody that I would call to complain about like anything. Like I could just call and be like, you would not believe, like my husband just took off his jacket and his shoes and his socks, just ran out through the house, or my husband did this, or my kids did this, or my in-laws did this, or my mom did this, you know, like just someone that would listen, you know. Or I can complain about a family member, I can complain about something that's going on with the PTO, someone that can relate, you know, someone that, it's kind of like the relationship I have between you and my subscribers, you guys, my friends. Because when I post videos, a lot of you will comment back and be like, I so relate to this, or this is so like I'm thankful for being so honest and showing like real messes, and you know, like those to me, like that's real friendship. Okay, the friendship or the relationship I have with my husband, and this is probably just because this is the type of person, the type of man that my husband is. My husband is a fixer. So yes, I know. I probably get a bunch of hate for this, but I know that I can go to my husband and talk to him about anything. He would listen. I know that I can complain to my husband about anything. He would listen. Kind of. But my husband is a fixer. So when he hears a story from me, and I'm one of those storytellers that I just start telling a story and I'm throwing in 15 other conversations, which I think most women do. He just wants to get to the end result, to get to the conclusion, to tell me how to fix it, or say, well, what do you want me to do? And that happens a lot of the times. Well, not a lot, because I've just become to the habit of not having these conversations with him because he just wants to fix it. So if I'm upset with something, let's say that it's like PTO, and I'm just complaining about I didn't have help, or there was this issue with this, and this. He was like, well, then you just need to drop out. You just need to stop doing it. And I'm like, I'm not telling you this to give me a resolution, you know, like I'm telling you this because I just want to tell you. And I've had that same reaction just telling him that I just need to tell him, and he just looks at me like, what? So I think it's okay. If you're not best friends with your husband, your spouse, it's perfectly fine. Don't feel like you have to be best friends with your husband or your wife or whoever you're with. Like, I don't think that that's necessary. Your husband is there for a reason. They're there to support you and love you and, you know, all these other things. But your best friend is there to pick up the pieces when you feel like your mom life is about ready to just fall and crumble. Or you're there to pick up their pieces, you know? Someone that you can call and be like, all right, I need to go out one night this week. We can just go sit and have coffee somewhere and just talk about nothing. You know, if I said that to my husband would be like, why? You know? So I don't consider my husband a best friend. I think that's perfectly fine. So I would love to know if you consider your husband your best friend, or if not. And I would love to know your thoughts on it, because I think it's okay. It doesn't mean you don't love your husband or your spouse. Just means that you have other relationships. I don't have those relationships now, but when that person comes around, when God brings that person to my life, I will have that person that I can talk to and, you know, express my feelings with and stuff. And in the time being, I express it with you guys, or I will tell my husband about it, and then I tell him, I don't need you to do anything. I don't need you to go beat somebody up. Like, just listen to my story. That's all. I just need to vent. I just need to get it out there. So yeah. So I don't know what else this video is going to have in it because my back hurts so bad. I just want to stand. I think it's my sciatica nerve. It's like right above my butt cheek, which is kind of crazy. And it's so, it hurts so bad. I've been putting, it's not Icy Hot. It's not Bengay, it's the other stuff, but I've been rolling that on it, and then I've been taking Aleve or Tylenol or whatever I'm taking, and that will like take away a little bit of the pain. But anytime I just kind of move my leg, hip area, butt, just a little, it hurts so bad. I don't know if it's how I slept or what, but so if that's all this video is, I'm sorry. And it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna go up on Friday, so whatever. And I don't even feel like making dinner, but I will see you guys tomorrow. No, I'll see you guys on Monday. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Bye, guys.